Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode. My name is Eugene, this is a 4515R and today we're gonna go through the step-by-step instruction how to repair your deafbonce sub at home with the minimum equipment required. Also, I'm gonna include a list of necessary items that you needed and what type of glue and where I'm actually gonna use it. So let's bring this bad boy back to life and have a lot of fun. Now let's divide our screen in half. So in here on the left-hand side from you, for me it's right side, for you it's going to be left-hand side. We're going to include everything that necessarily, and on the right side going to be something that we actually have to include in these exact repairs. And also I'm going to put some different glue that I personally going to use in this video, but you can go with another one. So let's start. Item number one is the chisel, 3mm hex key, 2 1/2-inch heat shrink, knife of course, prep all of course, syringe that I found in a food department, I believe in Publix. Oh no, that was a Winn-Dixie store, but you can order that online, it's a couple bucks only, but it's not necessarily. I'm gonna put it on the other side. I'll show you in a little bit why. Then we need a set of glue, CA glue for our repair. Here's two different options, so you can use glue E6000 or in my case I'm gonna use windshield glue U428. For me is the best one, so that's how we build our sport subs. So that's going to be on our not necessarily equipment, but we're going to use this glue in this video. And E6000 you can use in your repair. And some little brush, I just stole that from my wife closet, so I think you can do the same. 120 grit sand block, pair of chemical resistant gloves, garbage, hardener for our CA glue of course, microfiber towel, primer, that's what we're going to use in our repair, 90-degree adapter, also not really necessary, but it's good to have. Also in our case, I have to find out the rings because the ring has been missing. Lots of bolts to secure our ring, 1 liter washer for the spider because we have one washer missing. Of course, solder, but we're going to use really expensive one, but you can go with whatever you have in stock or in your local store. So that's going to be actually necessary. Flax, of course. Without the flax, I don't even recommend to start your repair. Then I have a soldering station. Unfortunately, I don't have anything simple, but of course I understand that not everyone has a heat gun, so we of course not going to use in this video. So let me just simply disconnect the heat gun. So that's not for us. No. Just simple soldering station. Let's have some fun and share with you some little tricks that you can use when you're repairing your own subwoofer. So in here, unfortunately, in this video, subwoofer that I'm working on, it been previously repaired by other people and everything been set on one type of glue, CA glue, which is I personally not recommended. So I'm gonna have a lot of headache to remove all that glue in this video. So, and of course guys, if you're gonna repair your subwoofer for the first time and that was in the original condition, it's gonna be super easy. And if you have a heat gun, it's gonna be like 2 times easier. So just heat it up, the mounting place where the spider mount and the surround, and the glue gonna come out really easy. So, and here finally remove the coil and you can see the minor scratches. That's mean that the coil been misaligning a little bit. So, and in my opinion, in this case, the reason why is simply because when you apply the CA glue on the spider, you just don't have enough time to tighten all your bolts down. Because if you're gonna repair all our subwoofer deafbonce lane, so 30 12 let's say, or we repair 15, so let's say 30 15 35 15 45 15, all of them gonna have spider mount bolt into the basket. So, and the CA glue will be cured in about 30 seconds, and of course there's no way to tighten all the bolts down even in the 30 seconds. So that problem might cause, even if you gonna align the coil in a magnet gap perfectly, and you're gonna start tight your bolts down, it might cause the misalignment. So yes guys, I think the way how I'm gonna repair in this video gonna be really helpful. So enjoy the show, and I'll be coming back as soon as we're gonna have some interesting details that I want to share with you. But now, yeah, it's gonna be kind of routine stuff to clean everything up, to fix one of the terminal that has been missing, and all that stuff. So let me just turn some music on and enjoy the show.
I ain't tripping over shit, cause I ain't tripping over shit. I ain't tripping over shit, cause I'm watching my step. I ain't tripping over shit, cause I ain't tripping over shit. I ain't tripping over shit, cause I'm watching my step. That's cause I'm. That's cause I'm. That's cause I'm watching my step. I'm watching that cause I'm watching watching my watching that cause I'm watching my step. Tripping over shit, cause I'm watching my watching.
Alright, we finally finished cleaning up our basket, and it's perfect time to move. The most important part of the whole repair is to prep our magnet gap. So you have to make sure that it's going to be dust free, metal free, everything free. It must be like crystal clear. So, and in this video, as I said, we're going to use minimum equipment. So I just brought the vacuum. You can see I sealed the magnet gap slightly to make sure that the vacuum can suck all dirt out of the magnet gap. So yep, time to prep our coil. And here, yeah, just simply grab paper tape, roll it up in this way, and you can go and pick it up all the small metals that we have in the magnet gap left. So don't go inside in the magnet with a microfiber or anything like that, because it's gonna bring more dust in there. So yeah, just simple roll of the tape, but of course in the video it took me about 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, but in real life it's gonna take you about maybe 30-40 minutes to clean everything up, because you must make sure that it is gonna be crystal clear. So time to prime our surface. As I said, we're gonna do kind of sport repair. You can move, like if you're gonna go with the E6000 glue, you can skip this part, but in my case I'm gonna prime the surface. And here on the Spider, like I said, you can use the windshield glue or glue E6000. Maybe we have some other glue, but that's what I personally use in all repairs, and I never have any issue in my repair. So time to bring our recone kit and have another fun, because we have to prep the recone as well. Of course, from manufactured is not perfectly prepped, so we have to degrease all the surface. I'm gonna use the prep all for that purpose. So yeah, I'm gonna degrease all surfaces, and we're good to go. All right, another routine, so I'll be right back. process to center our coil. So we're gonna use printer paper, and we're gonna use a lot of them. So what do you have to make sure that you're gonna actually drop inside as much paper as you need to make sure you just cannot stick anything between the magnet gap and the coil. So yeah, I use a lot of papers. I didn't count, but that's a lot. So routine, we'll be right back. And in this part, you can see that I decided to use 90-degree adapter in my drill. So, but keep in mind, guys, it's just kind of to start and find out the whole hole for the bolts. Of course, I'm gonna tighten everything down mechanically, so to make sure that I can control the way how I actually tighten everything down to make it really even. That's gonna be a really hard time because the spaces are really tight, so you can see I spend a lot of time to actually focus my camera. But yeah, little by little, from edge to edge, we're gonna tighten everything down. So a little bit more windshield glue, and perfect time for our beauty ring. So center it and also tighten it down mechanically, so I'm not gonna use any drills or anything like that because it would be really easy to damage the bolts. Here's nothing special. We simply soldering wires back to the push terminals. So all you need to keep in mind is just use as much flux as you can. That may make your life much easier, and step by step you're gonna make it done. So you can see I'm using multi-tools just to help me to push the wiring closer to the push terminals. So one terminal done, good job. But yeah, don't forget the heat shrink before you're gonna start soldering. Otherwise you have to start over. So we did good job here. Just need to finish with the heat shrink here. I'm gonna use the lighter, better way to use the heat the heat gun. But like I said, no equipment, minimum equipment. Here I have a small headache just to clean up the heat shrink because we have some lighter spot left. But I did good. So here I just show you as an example. Before I'm cutting the wiring, I just soldering them together to make my life also easier. So, and we pretty much have only one step left, is the fill our final gap with the CE glue. Here's a little trick that you have to attention, is that please do not try to fill the whole gap with the one huge layer. They may cause that the CE glue never cured inside. So I did about 4 or 5 layers, so I spent a whole day on that. So I did the small layer, then I had hardener, waiting for 3 hours, then add another layer, hardener, and waiting for another 3 hours. So yeah, pretty much whole day. And then I leave the subwoofer overnight to make sure that all CA glue gonna cure and the CA glue gonna have access to the air, because if you're gonna put the dust cap on the top, kind of seal everything. So, and yeah, my plan was to use my windshield glue here, but unfortunately it has been cured in the Suran, so I decided to go with a E6000 glue. So still good job. So I simply add the glue right on the cap and drop it right in the middle. So some people using the tape, so they stick the tape on the desk cap and then gently drop that inside. But I'm okay, kind of. But maybe if you don't have experience, better way, if you're gonna do that with a piece of tape, just stick the piece of tape right in the top of the dust cap and slightly and gently drop it back in place. So we're pretty much all done with our repair. I hope you like this video and it's going to be helpful for your future repair. And another cool thing is that you can find this subwoofer on our website in refurbished department with a 20% off from original price. You can see that the subwoofer has been repaired with love and definitely nothing gonna happen, but the subwoofer gonna be available only after 48 hours. So need to make sure that the glue gonna be completely cured, and we also need to test the subwoofer because everything might happen. Without the tests, of course, we never move our product back in stock to refurbished department. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.